Okay. I was opening Clip Studio, and it was taking a while. In fact, it's still not fully open. Alright, should be better. Okay, there it is. I found it. It's good. It's here. It's open. It's all functioning properly. Now I gotta open the page that we were doing, and we have, what did we have? Oh, okay, we had two panels. One of them being the nightmare panel, unfortunately. But that ain't no thing. Nothing showed up for a second. Looking for a game to capture. It's not a game, and I don't know why it says that. I don't even have that at... Maybe I do. Apparently, is that my problem? Is the problem that I have it set to game capture in my freaking OBS? Well, let me try something. What is window get? Window is that. Game is this. Okay. What is the hook rate? What does that mean? I don't know what hook rate means. I wish I knew. Capture specific window? Ah, now it's tiny. Why did I shrink? Get bigger, please. Now I don't remember how big I was. Oh well. We'll just have to take a rough estimate. Tiny Zotan, indeed. What's up, mass? Oh, Christ. The immersion, it's breaking. You can see I don't have a lower body. Was I bigger? I feel like I was bigger. I can take up quite a bit of space over here because there's like nothing going on. There's my brush settings over there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, enough of that. This seems like a similar size to where we was before. I don't know. It might be bigger. Forget now. Let's test if this works. Let's go back here, and we'll wait a second, and then we'll go back here. I mean, I'm there, so seems to work similarly. I want the Summerfest thing to start already. Is that going to happen while I'm streaming? I got to check. When does that go live? Because I want to see it, but I know I'm streaming right now. So it might be a little bit of a conflict of interest. I won't stream it because I don't want to. I don't know. Let me see. All of the times here. Show me. Jeff Keighley, what have you done? When is it happening? UK time? What the? East Coast time, thank you. It's happening at, what the heck is this? 15 o'clock? What the frick is that? Is that 3? That's 3 o'clock, okay. So it will happen while I'm streaming. Unless I stop streaming in just like a couple hours, which I guess I could. I could make it a short stream. I don't see why I have to force myself to stream forever. Throwing military time at me, I can't handle it. But enough talk. I have more talk. Not enough talk. I'm gonna be talking for a bit. I have to. It's part of the reason I'm live, as it were. 3 p.m. EST, right? Yep, that's what it looks like. Okay, so we can definitely finish this page today, if I'm not stupid. So, but that, that remains to be seen. That has been called into question before. We'll see how the perspective plays out. That'll be the determining factor. I can already feel it. Okay, in 3 hours, for me, it's like a little less than 2. A little less than 2 hours, so I'm pretty sure it should be the same for you. Unless time works differently somehow. Yeah, 240. Would it be 140? An hour and 40 minutes? Unless I'm... Listen, I know I ain't been to school in a while, but I'm pretty sure it's only in like an hour and 40 minutes. Between 1:19 p.m., which it is over here right now, and 3 o'clock, which is when the thing starts, apparently. Been a bit since I was in college, but I think I'm right on that one. It's 11:20 right now over here. Well, then I don't know what's happening. Are we living on some sort of weird continental dateline here? Where you're actually in the future or something? I don't know what's going on. 'Oh, wait, no, you were right. Okay, thank you. I was just starting to lose my mind. Being gaslit. One hour and a bit. That's what I thought. So if I could probably finish this page early, and then we can all watch the thing. I will not be streaming it though. Like I said, I just don't know how to. I don't have the capacity to do that. I'm not a React streamer, except for that one time when I watched anime, just unfiltered on stream. And by that one time, I mean it's happened multiple times now that I'm thinking about it. But that's not important. Sorry, me dumb, nah, no worries. Time zones are stupid. I'll be the first to say that. And yet they're the best solution we have to our societal structure of having to keep time, which is another social construct. It's all very ridiculous. We made it up. You know what else we made up? The concept of money. Money has no intrinsic value unless you like really terrible paper or some metal discs. You might need a metal disc for something, I don't know. I guess nickel and stuff does have some use, It's got magnetic properties, I think. Or is nickel the one that doesn't have magnetic properties? I think it's the one that doesn't. Now that I'm thinking about it. Taking myself back to chemistry class. Trying to remember the elements. I honestly don't know what I am looking forward to from this Summer Games Fest. With E3 canceled, I know this is where basically there's going to be a lot more announcements than there probably would have even been otherwise. So that's kind of cool. I don't really care about the Final Fantasy news that's been going on, where they've been doing those stupid Twitter posts that have been like, "Will Final Fantasy VII Rebirth have music in the game?" Yes, it will have music. Will Final Fantasy VII Rebirth have characters you can control? Yes, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will have characters that you can control. Like, they're all leading up to. They're just posting whatever they can. They have a fun little thing lead up to the what's probably going to be a trailer at Summer Games Fest in like an hour and a bit. So I'm a little. That's probably one of the things I'm interested in. I have learned something super fun. Massive Steam sale right now. That's pretty cool. Also, welcome in. Sue, nice. Like next month, I think. Yeah. They got their summer sale. They always do that big blowout. Well, I don't know about always, but a lot of the time. That looks bad. Let me fix that. Well, I guess one of the things I would love to see, and I have no idea if it would even happen, would be a trailer for, even just an announcement trailer for the next Monster Hunter game. That would be pretty sick, in my opinion. Do I expect that? Not really. I don't even know if Capcom's there. Gonna buy the Made in Abyss game? They have a game for that? I had no idea. Made by Spike Chunks. Oh, that's a pretty decent developer to have thrown at your anime property. I want more Monster Hunter 2. Oh, yeah, the people behind Danganronpa. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Danganronpa. Sorry. My brain autofilled. You get to make your own bean, and then you get to watch your bean die in graphic way. I see. Very graphic deaths too. Well, now I gotta look it up. What the heck? There's no PlayStation releases in this event, right? I don't know. I can't tell you. I have no clue. Monster Hunter is on sale also. That would be great news if I hadn't already bought every Monster Hunter game that exists. On Steam, anyway. Alright, back to the art. I was looking up stuff and things and stuff about other and then more stuff is what I was looking at. I just haven't played them. Mask. I gotta get on that. They're just gonna keep making more. It's like Yakuza. You'll just keep buying them, but they'll just keep being more, and then you'll never catch up. I know the feeling exactly. You don't want a Yakuza situation on your hands. You'll never play it. You'll be like, I'll get around to it, and then there's 3 more. It's a nightmare. In fact, another one just got announced. I think Like a Dragon Gaiden got announced. It just keeps happening. I have made progress with Iceborne, though. Well, there you go. Like a Dragon Gaiden is coming out this year in November. They just keep coming out, dude. It's like a river. You cannot stem the flow. It's just here. A Yakuza spin-off. They just that team they work too fast. Slow down. I'm actually playing Kiwami 2 right now, and 7 is waiting for me. You're a faster man than I. In terms of the Yakuza franchise, I don't know if I'm ever going to catch up to this. I got so much work to do. If I ever want to play that series in an up-to-date fashion, why do I keep doing it? My laptop finally manages to play it at a respectable 20 to 30 FPS, a cinematic 24 frames on average. That's just how the directors would have done it, baby. That's how they do it in Hollywood. Why is it any worse here? I don't think it is. I think it's good, even. Yeah, I wouldn't even dare playing that on my PC. A Yakuza game? No, thank you. I've been playing Street Fighter 6 in spite of my computer rather than on my computer, is what I'll say. And I don't have enough money for the new PC yet, but soon it will happen. They keep selling out of the cheaper parts, so I keep having to accidentally upgrade. Maybe I'll just find a different pre-built service, or just man up and build it myself. I don't know. I don't freaking know, dude. Oh, they have new stuff. Where did this come from? They got Asus stuff again. I definitely ain't buying none of this, though. I am not buying a 4090. You can huff my entire duff. Alright, back to the art. I keep getting sidetracked. Stop distracting me, me. once I buy this PC, I'll be pretty much smooth sailing, I can imagine, for, like, I don't know, a few years. You know? The only thing I'll need is, that desk, and I don't even really have room for that desk in my room, so I'll have to that would be a thing I'd have to sort out, honestly. Get back here, you rascally little lasso tool. I gotta lasso my lasso tool. Round him up. And then we'll just repeat the process for this one. On the wrong layer at first, as always. What else would I like to see? I don't know. Any Dragon's Dogma 2 news? Although I don't expect it. We just got that other trailer not too long ago. So I don't know. I don't really anticipate much for games recently. We got we got Street Fighter. That's pretty much the only thing I was waiting for. Can't think of too much else that has piqued my interest as of late. I guess maybe that Lords of the Fallen game that like it basically just it was already a Dark Souls spin-off but has become like a full-on Dark Souls game just unabashedly. So that game looks cool. I don't know if they would show up anywhere or what developers are even here at Summer Game Fest. I didn't look at the lineup. Maybe I should have. Then I would know what I should and should not be potentially excited for. I know Nintendo ain't showing up there. Absolutely not. They have their own directs. They wouldn't show up if it killed them to not do so. This little bit to do. Honestly, I'm kind of glad that I could potentially call this stream short because I don't even remember where I am in terms of my script for this particular chapter, in terms of how many pages I've outlined. I might be cutting it close again where I need to start storyboarding and actually planning out the thumbnails for the next couple of pages. Because, like I said, I have the plot outline for a lot of the story done, but the actual script and chapter outlines is I'm a little behind when it comes to what I should probably have done. To the point where the page that I'm working on right now, I think, is the last one that I've scripted, if I'm not mistaken, which is a problem when you're trying to do work continuously. I don't want there to have to be like 30 minutes or to an hour one stream where I just sit there figuring out a page. But there might be, unfortunately, I would maybe just not stream that day. I'll make it a Monday. I don't stream on Mondays anyway. I want to, but I usually just sleep on accident. So you know what? Maybe those should be my script days when I wake up and I'll just be like, well, I missed my stream time, so I guess I'll just write. I guess I'll just I could work on the comic in other ways. That's probably why it looks weird. I should add some ambience, some little shadow ambient occlusion down here. Get in there. Yeah, that already looks more convincing, so we'll put that in there. Just a wee bit of an adjustment. We'll do this. Oh, I mean this, and then this. And then this, and then this, and this. Oh no, not that. This one. There we go. All right, and then also this one. And then go to the multiply layer. Go do the thing. You accidentally don't go to the multiply layer. And you just paint a neon blue over the red. It doesn't look good, and it's not what I meant to do. So yeah, the Square Enix thing, I'm not really interested in the new Final Fantasy remake anymore. Ever since, it became very apparent that it's not going to be the Final Fantasy VII story. Instead, it's going to be some weird Tetsuya Nomura Kingdom Hearts 3 garbage with time travel and altering fate and destiny, and it's like, this is stupid. And I can't believe they actually got away with convincing the executives at Square Enix to do whatever it is that they're doing. You know, instead of remaking this best-selling game, one of the most influential games in history, which would just guaranteed sell like hotcakes, what if we instead completely subverted the plot and made it tie into a movie that nobody saw from decades ago, talking about Advent Children, and made that canon? What if we did that instead? And make Sephiroth some kind of weird time-traveling demon? It's so dumb. I will never be just a memory. I hope to God you were, honestly. Just a bad dream. Just a bad memory that I had once. But nope, he's real. Knock, knock, open up the door, he's real. And there's nothing we can do about it. Advent Children is now required reading to fully understand the story of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Although I wish it weren't so. Very cringe, very ew, in my opinion. They literally had the freak. What were they even called? I don't remember. They were the freaking ring wraiths in Final Fantasy VII Remake. They were just plot ghosts. I believe the community was taken to calling them that. They were dumb immediately. They just were there to remind you of the game that you could be playing. Had Nomura not been in charge of directing yet another story in Square Enix somehow. I don't know how they keep doing it. They can't keep letting him get away with this. Just put him back in the concept art room. He does very cool creature designs. I like them a lot. He has good art. He's a good lad in the art room. Then they put him in charge of a project, and then you just get a bunch of garbage. A bunch of Disney Mickey Mouse characters go like, you gotta cure the hate that you feel inside, Sora. And it's like, I don't like this. This is dumb. It's funny when Goofy says stuff like that. When he says the unintelligible Nomura garbage. But I'm not particularly enthralled by it. I think I'll play the original, but also play the remake. I played the first part because I didn't yet know exactly, just to the extent that they were going to deviate from the original. But yeah, I would suggest at this point just playing the original if you want the story, and at least the first part of the remake, because the first part of the remake is pretty faithful from what I understand. It does flesh out a couple things and changes them, it modernizes them a bit. But for the most part, it's a pretty good recreation of the vibes that Midgar had from Final Fantasy VII original. Those were some graphic deaths. You looking at the Bean game? Just looking at a compilation. Yeah. You mind throwing me a link to that? Because I couldn't find it. If you wouldn't mind. You don't have to, but I had trouble finding it, so. Oh, alright. Well, that was just blazing quick. Had that on lock. Mute yourself. Alright, here we go. Falling to death. The beginning of the video. Good lord. Your bones just... What the... That's a nightmare game. I mean, I should have expected nothing less from a Made in Abyss game. That's like the whole deal of this show. It's like, oh, it looks adorable. It's a nightmare. That's like the whole thing. Oh my god. What is this game rated? I have to know. Someone else wanted to see it. I see. Made in Abyss. Binary following blah 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 blah. Show me the rating, my guy. I gotta know. What does the ESRB think of this one? Rated N. Yeah, that's what I would have thought. 100%. But I just wanted to make sure. Good lord. That game is brutal. That might even be more brutal than anything that happens in the show. In terms of, maybe not, but it's pretty. It's gotta be up there, right? I don't want to. I'm not gonna get that out of here. Get this shadow out of here. I don't like it. They do not censor the game. I see that they censor the show. All right, so it is just like much worse than anything you would see in the show. Does the sickness take effect even if you go up even a bit every 10 meters? Ten or 8, and the sickness gets worse the lower you get, just like real life. With diving and whatnot. Get yourself the bends. I've never had that, luckily. I've also never been diving, though, so it would be very weird if I had gotten it. Oops. What's wrong with you? Yeah, and if you go up from the 5th towards the 4th, blood from every hole, and you start to lose teeth. 6th to 5th, you mutate crazy. And I'm assuming none of this is shied away from. That's it. That is all in explicit detail. You get to see all of that. They do not censor that stuff. As you know what, as it should be. Let the human experience be a little more traumatized for the sake of art. This is how the game was meant to be played, and by God, that's how it's gonna release. It's better than Sony just being prudes again and censoring everything like they were doing with Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry 5 had a butt in it. You can't look at the heaven forbid the children see a butt. Sony went full on like Western society on that one. I was surprised. Although if there was ever a society that was not the Western one that had a weird thing about nudity, it is definitely Japan with their weird censorship laws. Like how they blur their adult material, even though we all know, like the instant you see it, that it is in fact adult material, making the whole point of that censorship very confusing and not at all necessary. That's how Nanashi was made too. From the 1st to 0 layers, just a headache and mild sickness. You can get down with that kind of sickness. It's not even that bad. I just feel like that on a daily basis. So that's fine. I can handle that. What did I draw? I gotta hide this guy. What did I draw here? I just kind of gave up. That's cool. I do like when I do that. I'm playing a pretty similar game to the Made in Abyss one. And which one is that? Wait, in what way? Does it have graphic deaths as well? Yeah, Spelunky. That that is kind of similar in a lot of ways. You're right. I didn't expect it to be so similar when you first said it right there, but now that I'm thinking about it, that's pretty. I get it. I get it entirely. The more I think about it, the more it is pretty similar. Then we add our vignette layer, which is one of my favorite things to do just all the time. Don't know why. It's just very appealing to me. Helps frame everything in a very easy way. Whoa, that's a large brush. Shrink yourself. Sit yourself down. And I just try to use the eraser to fill that in. Not how that works. Alright, So we have this panel, except for the highlights, which I'll freaking do later, okay? We got the nightmare panel to do. So many freaking figures, brother. Why did I do it to myself? Alright. On the plus side, some of the figures are just literally triangles, so shouldn't be the worst. Clip that to your layer below. This sounds like the opening title screen song to Twilight Princess. At least that one choir note did. And that's really all I need to make an association with Twilight Princess. Just give me one note. It sounds even vaguely similar. I'll fixate on it. 100%. You cannot stop me. Love Twilight Princess. Great game. The best game? I think so. At least I did when I was 7. And I still very much like it a lot. I think it's underrated. I think people hate on it too much for particular things that are very easily dealt with. Like the tutorial section being kind of long. Like the Ordon Village section, it's like not even that bad, dude. The game is over 40 hours long, depending on how much of the content you do. So you got plenty of time. 1 hour in a tutorial zone is not the worst thing that could happen. This is not the side that would be lit, fam. I gotta do the other thing. This side would be lit. Maybe we'll see something from Platinum Games. Haven't heard from them in a while, and they were supposed to be doing. Well, I guess they would be doing that Bayonetta platformer. But I was more wondering what I guess it would be a more of a Nintendo thing. I think they're basically a Nintendo satellite company now, or partner, if you prefer. But I was wondering whatever happened to that. What is that superhero name? He's not Jet Jaguar, but he's got like a similar ability where he could grow big. I forget. But there was a game they were making in that vein. And they have a trailer for it that came out years ago, and we haven't heard anything about it since. What happened to the big kaiju battle game that they were going to do? Where is it, Platinum? I doubt it'll be here. But that would be cool to see at all, anywhere, in general. I don't care if Jeff Keighley's the one telling it to me. I just want to see it. Ultraman. The name just popped into my brain. That's the funny big man who becomes a bigger man and fights monsters. Wait, don't I have a gouache blender? I do. Let's see how this looks on some stuff. Insert Bugs Bunny noise .mp3. It's not the worst, but I don't love it. Well, this guy didn't take that much time, but I do want another ambient occlusion. I don't know why, but the armor I really feel like it needs it. The ambient occlusion in certain spots. Really make sure that light can't get in there. Alright, on to the next figure. This guy should be pretty easy, actually. He's mostly front lit. Or backlit? I don't know what it is. This orientation. Something like that. Let's cover most of him with this. Already been an hour. I guess an hour is a pretty decent amount of time to do a background in. We'll see. My backgrounds aren't particularly complex. At least not yet. I'm not drawing a cityscape anytime soon. Eventually I will have to do that. But that's not for a while, luckily. I can procrastinate that. Oh, I didn't do the colors here correctly. I gotta do this. How could I have missed such an important detail as this one? There, all is right in the world. Well, maybe not everything. Literally just talking about wildfires on the news yesterday. So, some things are okay. Other things could be better. Could not be breathing in smoke particulates from the air as a result of burning trees miles away from where I am. That will stop it from approaching me, apparently. It's that kind of thing that makes you realize just how fragile this whole ecosystem thing is, and how climate change is really just going to wreak havoc on all of us at some point. You know, those once-in-a-lifetime weather events they say are happening with increasing frequency every year? When are we just going to get like 40 tornadoes in an hour? Or like 18 different tsunamis in a span of 15 minutes? We're going to turn our planet into that one scene from Interstellar, that water planet, where there's just huge waves traveling all over the place at random intervals. That's what it's going to be like. It's just going to be too much water on this dang planet, and it's going to be moving around real fast. The polar bears are going to melt or something. I don't know. I think that's one of the byproducts of climate change. The penguins are gonna fly away. They evolutionarily cannot, but they would learn how to just so they could get out of here because this place sucks. Or at least it will if climate change has anything to say about it. Super volcanoes be going off all over the place. Gonna be a bumpy ride. What are other weather phenomena that could just terrify humanity if they were to happen all the time? Thunderstorms would be pretty bad if they happened all the time. They already happen enough for me. And I don't even go outside that much, so I can't imagine how it would be for people with, like, social lives and who like, do stuff out and about. If thunderstorms started happening all the time, you couldn't go to the beach ever. And what a travesty that would be. People not being able to go to the beach. I realized that sounded half sarcastic, and that's because it was. I'm not much of a beach person. I prefer it to other outdoor settings, like if you had to put me on a mountain or the beach, I would probably go to the beach, given the choice between the two. So when's the NSFW stream? Where is this coming from? When have I ever indicated that I am that guy? I don't draw your booba. You get that elsewhere. I don't know. I don't do none of that. Not, openly anyway. I have an alt account for that stuff, but you're not gonna know what it is. That's a secret between me and God. I probably shouldn't have told God about it. He's probably upset about me for doing that, but he's the only one that would know about it. Anyway, the answer's tomorrow. No, it's not. I would never do that. I would. I gotta erase it here. It's gonna be a nightmare. I should have planned this better. I didn't plan anything. Go to Twitter for that. In this stream, we believe in Jesus. I wouldn't go that far. Although I did call Jorge, the guy who helped me get my refund for the game I accidentally bought without even looking. I did call him my brother in Christ, so maybe I do believe in a little bit of Jesus. Little bit of the Lord's immaculately conceived child. Just thinking about religion gets me all tired because of how soothing and in God's embrace I feel when I discuss it. I feel so at ease. That's what it is for sure. Just so happens to be a shark. Oh yeah, that's right. We did talk about Shark Jesus. I actually do, but you know what? Now that you reminded me, I prescribe exclusively to Shark Jesus. He is the Shark Saya. The Masharka? I don't know. We'll figure that part out. Shark-based wordplay, believe it or not one of my strong suits. And then we gotta steal the bed color. Now these beds I can put below all the lighting, which is nice for me. Why is it still above certain? Get down below all of that. I ate a donut. It was good. I haven't eaten anything today. I have a habit of doing that. Should probably stop. So I should stop not eating. That's what I'm saying. Probably be a good thing to practice just eating food consistently. You know, like a person with a body. But what kind of donut was it now? I have to know. What kind of donut person are you? Are you your standard glazed donut kind of person, or are you like one of those chocolate donut people? Are you like a filling donut kind of person? There's so many variables, so many options. I must know. That goes for anyone in chat. You can learn a lot about a person by the kind of donut person they are. One of those cinnamon donut people, where you just get like the powdered sugar on it. Chocolate but glazed is also good. That's pretty much what I go for usually. If it's not the chocolate one, it's usually the glazed one. I will always perpetuate the narrative that this is just a Porter Robinson song that Capcom stole in an act of corporate espionage. It sounds exactly like something he would make. longer? We got like half an hour. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it, guys, but I am gonna get close. I am gonna get close. Yeah, definitely not gonna finish it today, but we are making good progress, and I can probably finish it off stream. He said, knowing the past and also the future. Fire fighting game mod sale horny. I just want funny costumes. Which game are you looking at? Out of random curiosity, of course. And nothing more. Show me these mods so I can make sure to never download them. I need to know which ones they are exactly, so that I may avoid them. KOF 15, yeah, that'll do it. You could have said any game, and I probably would have responded the same way, though. That's just how the fighting game community is. All the time. You could have even said the one with the My Little Pony-esque character designs, and I would have been like, yeah, I expected it. I wouldn't expect that game to have mods, though, because that game's like a hand-animated and hand-drawn, so modding that game would be nuts. But I'm sure somebody out there has had the idea. But even that game, I'm sure, is not immune to the horny, unfortunately. Them's fighting herds, is that what it's called? I forget. Never played it, never will. Not really my thing. I do think it's funny, though, that in an attempt to get them shut down, they just made their own game entirely. With completely original designs. Just because the My Little Pony lawyers got on their case so bad. They were saying stuff like, you can't release this, some completely unreasonable takes like we actually own that property, like just ridiculous statements. Come on. You can't profit off of a thing that we've owned the licenses to for days. It's like, whatever, dude. Live a little. About telling a lawyer just doing their job to live a little. It's very funny to me. Conceptually. Just freaking live a little, dude. What's wrong with you? Chill out, bro. Whoa, dude. That might also be too much of a steep change there. We have only a limited amount of time left in this world before I have to go watch the Summer Game Fest. And then we can talk all about it on Friday's stream. Where did I put these chairs? One of them I found. One of them. depth is slowly being added here. It's taking shape. I'll probably end the stream in about 10 minutes just so I have time to go watch this thing that I want to watch. Summer Game Fest. But we did make progress at least today. I gotta find where these headboards went. Are they these ones? Oh, there are these ones. I found them so easy. beds are like huge in the first panel, though, which is a problem for this. So maybe we need to tune something up real quick before I get. Really just widen these boys up. Yeah, that already looks better. That was part of the issue. Another one might be how short they are. Or at least this one. And I'd say we made some good progress today. Not quite done, but it is getting there. Some things I'll have to tune up, such as the height of the beds. Yeah, that'll definitely be one of them. But other than that, panels turning out alright. I'll have to do up some lighting. I have to do the highlights still, and I'll do some more vignetting on some various areas, make the lighting look all nice and pretty. But for now, I'm gonna head out early because there's a video game event that I want to watch. And that takes priority over a lot of things in my life. Because I have a skewed sense of priorities, and I play too many of these digital little games on these computer screens. Tell me about the game event. I will be sure to. On Friday stream, Summer Games Fest. If you are curious about it, it's going live in like 5 minutes. All sorts of developers and stuff. So I haven't the time to wait around. But yeah, that's it for me. More comic tomorrow. Probably with video game discussion. As a result of what's going on today. And I'll catch you all later. Thanks for stopping in. If I didn't already say that, I don't know. Forgot already. Short-term memory loss. Early onset dementia. Who knows? And bye-bye.